and welcome back to my automotive channel. Yes, the Rover 416 is now running. I bought this car as a non-runner and we got it running. Now there's loads of work still to do, obviously, but the main focus was to get it running before I'd done anything else with the car. Now basically it was sold as non-runner, I know that, and when I bought it from the person, they said it's probably going to be the fuel pump because they could get it started on easy start. And yeah, my dad come here, we got the fuel tank out, and yeah, the fuel pump was pretty much dead. It was really rusty. Also the fuel tank sender as well was just, yeah, they both needed replacing. So I ordered a fuel pump. I thankfully found the fuel sender from good old faithful Harry Buckland's. They had one of these up there, and the fuel sender was perfect condition, so that's been put in the tank. And yeah, we put a bit of fuel in it and it started straight away. Also, I must just make a point, I'm not having the car running very long at the moment because it still needs an oil change, it still needs new plugs, it still needs a new timing belt. All these things were last done around 2010 time, so the car still needs a lot of work, but the main thing is that we have it running, because now we can go from that. And like I said, we're going to do the belts, we're doing oil change, air filter, you know, all the basic stuff like that, and then I can work on to the cosmetic bits that need sorting out on it, mainly being the number plates need some work. But what I'm going to do is get behind the camera, take you a walk around the car and just show you my Rover 416. Now I must admit, I've had a lot of interest in this car. When I got it, loads of people were messaging me like, oh, what you doing with it? Is it just a rust bucket? Is it no good? You gonna race it? What you doing with it? And yeah, my main goal with the car was to get it back on the road and use it for a bit, just to take some strain off our daily, which is the McGann saloon there, because that one also needs a service. I need to do a few bits to it, so I thought, yeah, get this one running, get all the bits sorted, use it for a bit and then move it on. Then that happened. So yeah, plans have changed slightly. Also, I'm due surgery within about 2-3 months, so a lot of things have changed, a lot of plans and everything. I knew the surgery was coming up, it was just when. We knew it was this year, but not as that date. And yeah, it's got to be about 2 to 3 months now, so I got to crack on getting this one sorted. Now we got the saloon here, I will do an update in very soon, but we have him running now as well. He can just be left there and we can focus on the Rover for a couple of weeks, get him all sorted. And you probably not noticed it. New wheels. Well, new tyres, I should say. The old tyres right here. Oh, actually, these are not the old tyres. These are spares I have. The old tyres are gone because we took it to a shop in Gloucester today. Part worn tyres. And these tyres are like brand new. The tread on them is phenomenal. You know, they wanted about 45 to 50 quid for new tyres for this. Part worn tyres were 30 fitted, so 30 each tyre, so I had to get 3 in the end. The one that was flat on the passenger side, I will apologise for the wind, it gets quite windy here. This one had gone flat. Now this is actually my spare wheel off our last Rover 416. That had absolutely nothing wrong with it, it was a new tyre and everything. So the car has got 4 new tyres, and that's good because the old ones were like hard plastic. You know when you get those old go-karts and they have plastic solid wheels as a kid and you can drift them and slide them? That's what the car felt like when I took it up the road and back, just to make sure the fuel pump was working. So straight away, new tyres, got that sorted, and that needed done ASAP. I need to get on this. This is my job next week if the sun comes back. It was meant to be sunny this week, but I'm going to clean this all up, sand it all back and repaint it basically. Put some oh, you know, Rust Revive, whatever they call it, also in here. this bit needs sorting as well. So that's my job next week. That interior is just every time I look at it. And yes, the immobiliser works. The car came with 3 of these immobiliser chips down here, and 2 out of 3 work, so that's great. And the car also, I think it came with 3 keys now, and obviously the Haynes manual. The only thing I'm struggling on getting done is this here, the upholstery. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that done. But one thing I do want to sort out before I go in for my op is get this roof lining sorted. We've done the Rover 25, we've done the Streetwise as well, and yeah, I'm going to have a go at getting this roof lining done. I don't know how well it comes up on camera, but yeah, there's no roof lining up. When I bought the car, it was just all hanging at the back, over the back seats. So I ripped it out straight away, not even using the old fabric because it just looked like a bodge. New fabric, get that done properly. I had to put prime in here because obviously we had to get the wheels in the back of the Megane to go and get the tyres down. So yeah, but I have cleaned the car now, got rid of all the mould, and there was mould on these door cards. It was terrible. Spent me a good day to get this all done. And I want to get this carpet sorted this weekend as well. I have an idea how I'm going to fix that. Other than that, you know, the car, I only took it just at the road and back just to make sure the fuel pump was working. The lane, I should say. And yeah, the car was absolutely fine. Apart from the tyres, it went through the gears really nice, which was lovely. Because I always worry about gearboxes, especially when you buy a car unseen. I did not see this car. I literally saw a picture of the interior. I could not care what the car looked like, and I just wanted it for this interior. I mean, it's absolutely lovely, and I'm told it's only on the early 416s. Because something I didn't even realise until a couple of days ago, it's got no teak wood. Rover do like their teak wood, and this has none of it. So it's quite nice. And I've been on and off the fence about it, like, am I keeping it, am I going to sell it? I probably am going to sell it now because I got that. A couple of little jobs, like I said, number plates, obviously, because that's not going to pass MOT. This bit I want to sort out. I mean, not pass MOT, but I want to get that sorted. He's cracked. So that'll be taken off, repainted, all the way across. All this piece, and then over here you can see. So these are going to be taken off and repainted in the original colour. A lot of people ask me like, oh, where's the rust then? Come on, let's see the rust. There's hardly any rust. What you see here, and opposite to the other side, the passenger side as well, in the same place, that's it. The car underside is really solid. There's a bit of bubble here, very common for going in this area. So that could get sorted and treated, but I'm not going to mess with that. None on the front wings here, which again, the front wings always go. Nothing down here, they go down here. I think this wing, yeah, you see here, again, it'd probably be sanded and treated, or I might just leave that as it is. The colour's lovely. I forget the exact colour now, but yeah, the colour is very lovely on this one. Very similar to the Rover 25 we had not so long ago. There's a small ding here. That's it. That's it on the old car, which is also great. So I got a spray to do the bottom, which I think is volcanic grey or something. I got the paint the other day for that. Obviously, I need to check all the brakes and shock, suspension, all that kind of stuff. That all needs sorting out. And we are going to go over with a detail brush, clean up around these headlights and that, get rid of all the moss. This one's quite bad here. I might have a spare side light off our old one, so it might just make sense replacing that instead of taking the glass off. I think the glass is I think they're glued to it, I'm not too sure, so I might just replace the entire light. So there you have it. That is a update on our Rover 416. Just a load of little jobs really. I think the biggest job I got at the moment is doing the roof lining, because I'm going to have to take the seats out, the driver and passenger seat, and then take the board down and get it through the driver's door. I think that's got to be the best way to take it down. It's not like the Streetwise or the 25 where you just lift the boot up and pull the board out like that. So I think that's, at the moment, that's the only job I'm not looking forward to doing, but I'm going to do it anyway. Doing the belts and plugs, routine stuff. My brother and dad usually help me with that stuff. And a full oil change as well. But yeah, what a lovely car, and hopefully not that long and he'll be back on the road and we're getting through an MOT and everything. As mentioned, I do have surgery coming up, so I got about 2-3 months, let's say. I'd say 2 months, 3 at a push, until I can't pretty much do anything with the cars for a while. So I have made the decision, I think now, that I am going to let this one go, just because no one saw me buying that Megane. I didn't even see myself buying it. I thought it had long gone. So the Megane will replace this, I think, as my project going forward, along with the 1972 classic Fiat 500 in the garage. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for subscribing. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I'll see you soon with hopefully another update on the Rover 416. Bye for now.